Gang, welcome back to another Level Up podcast. I hope you're doing well. Today we are going to talk about if online coaching is for you. I think this might sound like a harsh one, but I just think that obviously with the rise of online coaches within the fitness industry, I think that people gravitate towards online coaching because they think that it's an easy job to have. But I'm basically going to say to you, or basically say to whoever's watching this or listening to this, I'm going to basically kind of like diagnose if this is even worth it for you. But it sounds really harsh, but obviously like there's an easy in with online coaching, which is you don't need to spend loads of money on like ads and stuff like that. You can do this all organically, so all free. You don't need qualifications, so you can just call yourself an online coach randomly. My mum could call herself an online coach. Like it's easy, right? So like there's a low barrier to entry. And it sounds sexy because you're seeing like mentors get these people up to like 5-6K months, right? With relative ease. Okay, so it sounds like an easy way to make money. I'm going to basically sit here and talk to you about the fact that it's not easy. And then also I'm going to talk to you about the fact that if you don't have these characteristics, you just won't grow as an online coach. Okay, so online coaching isn't for you if you do not have passion to help people, categorically. That's it. It's not. Okay? Your job is basically, this sounds really weird, is to look at half-naked people the whole day. That's basically it, right? You weird fuck. But that's basically it. That's like you're trying to improve someone's physique. You look at physique shots the whole time. You obviously change people's macros and stuff like that. If you aren't passionate about that, wrong job. Okay? If you aren't passionate about helping someone get from A to B, wrong job. If you're worried about if you're more concerned about revenue driving up, versus that, the actual helping people, don't do it, because your revenue will not drive up, because you'll be spending the whole time on lead generation. That means trying to get people in the door, and then you're going to lose people on the back end. So you're going to spend the whole time generating lead gen, right, creating loads of anxiety in the business, and people are going to fuck off. Why are they leaving, I hear you ask? Well, you're not passionate about it. No one stays with a coach who is fake passionate about helping people, right? So what's going to happen is, yes, you'll get a load of people in, but you'll get a load of people off as well. Okay? So don't be an online coach if you're genuinely not passionate about helping people. Don't be an online coach if you feel like you have no time to put into social media, or you just feel like you have no time for anything else. Okay? Online coaching is demanding. It's time demanding, especially at the start. So if you lack time, and passion, you're pretty fucked. Okay? But at the start, it's going to take a lot of time to build everything. It's going to take a lot of time to have a content strategy in place. It's going to take a long time to, learn how to edit reels, learn how to email market, learn how to talk on Instagram. It's going to take a lot of time, okay? There's no doubt about it. Any business in the world, by the way, will take a lot of time. But online coaching, especially at the start, would probably be the most time consuming at the start. And then obviously it gets better because as you drive revenue up, you can obviously buy your time back, basically. But yeah, so essentially we have passion. We also have the time element. And then also like, do not get into online coaching purely for the money aspect. Okay. And it kind of links towards like the whole like passion, but the amount of online coaches that I see just get into online coaching just from the revenue standpoint is crazy. I will sit here and I've built many successful businesses, many successful online coaching businesses. There's far easier businesses to run that would almost like guarantee revenue driving up, okay? And you'd also gain more revenue by doing less work, okay? You need this passion, okay? Online coaching is not easy. And in order to drive revenue up, again, you're going to have to spend a lot of time on it. You're going to have to be passionate. But if your sole purpose is to drive revenue up, you're going to get sniffed out. You are, because you're going to come across as desperate on social media. I see it time and time again. Okay. So yeah, don't just get into online coaching because you want your revenue to drive up to the fucking moon. Okay. Lastly, do not be an online coach if you assume that your monthly revenue will be the same. So your monthly salary revenue will be the same. It won't be. It's going to be stressful. Okay, I'm going to tell you that now. Some months are going to be great. Some months are going to be shit. It's business. Understand that with a 9 to 5, you are just paid a pay packet at the end of the day or end of the month, for example, right? But with online coaching, obviously nothing's guaranteed. So you're basically paid for your effort. So if you're passionate and you're putting in a lot of time towards it, you will be directly paid for that effort. So if everything is like spot on, passion's there, you put a lot of time in, I suppose like you're not just in this for the money, your revenue will drive up pretty rapidly, and I suppose like it'll be pretty consistent. It'll be pretty flatlined. Okay, so it won't have this like big ebb and flow. Okay, the reason for that is because if you're passionate, you're holding people within the business, and you're not having like 10 in, 10 off. So you get like 5k, 0, right? You're getting like flatline across the board. That being said, your monthly revenue will still kind of like fluctuate a little bit. But for the most part, like I can talk about why online coaching isn't necessarily something you should do if you kind of like tick off them. But I feel like for the most part, if you're good with that, if you're good with like obviously like the stress of it and stuff like that and the time, and you're good with like you have the passion, then it's the most rewarding thing you'll ever do. Okay, you are working for yourself, you're not lining someone else's pocket, which is the most important thing in the world in my opinion. I could not work a single day lining someone else's pocket. I couldn't do it. I think it makes no fucking sense. Okay, everything that I do, even this, everything that I do is on my time. It's mine. I haven't got to give it to anyone else. Okay, I'm not a cog in someone else's fucking business. Okay, and that is something that is so empowering. Okay, you get to work on your time. You can have random coffee breaks whenever you want. Right, you still got to work, but within reason. And theoretically, if you have all of these things in place, the passion, you can spend a lot of time on it and stuff like that. Like you can earn more than most doctors and lawyers just from sitting on your sofa. And that's obviously one of the biggest things that I would say to people is like, it is appetizing, it is appealing, but you have to, if you want to make a success of it, you have to have, most importantly, passion. And you also have to have almost like shark skin, because there's going to be stressful times within business. There's going to be stressful times within any business. But if you want the perfect life, right, live on your terms, fucking fly anywhere in the world and do your job, then you have to have these things, okay? And if you have them, welcome to the good life.